Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Trendy Trading. My name is Jonathan. Let's go ahead and start with the broad market analysis for this week. Don't forget, Friday, we are off. And don't forget, we also have some earnings out there. Micron comes to mind and a couple other names, but it's pretty quiet for the most part. Go to marketwatch.com. You can also see any kind of econ news that might be coming out. But here at Trendy, my focus are technicals, 100% technicals. I do not listen to news. I just look at news as a catalyst that moves price into my levels, and then I'm there to execute. Let's go ahead and get started. I know that you're aware of the neutral strategy, and if you're not, don't worry. You can go back to last week's video or even the week before. Just watch the first couple minutes. That's going to show you how I trade these. Notice here on the SPY, let's go ahead and push this up here so you could see it. And we're going to put this one on SPY. So the screen looks a little bit different this week. We got a weekly, a daily, and then I want to show you the bigger picture over here on TradingView. It's a little bit cleaner, kind of give you a bigger picture. So the SPY, what do we got going on? Well, it came up into the trendy edge. It rejected. It pulled back to the 9 EMA on the weekly. That's a big deal. Every time it's come back there, it has been an explosive buying opportunity. All right. So will it be that? We'll see. I'm not 100% convinced yet. So, but what I do have is the neutral strategy. If for some reason it breaks below 457.27, I'm looking to go short into 55, 53, 51, bringing those stops down every single time. Now, if you're bullish into the year end, what I will tell you is this. The lower levels are support until they're not, and your upper levels are resistance until they're not. I use Fibonacci, supply and demand, and my own proprietary scripts coupled with a EMA cloud to kind of give you a better, consistent trading strategy to make that money, okay? Over here on the daily, you can see we pulled back. We got very close to the bottom edge. This is where I want to think about buying. Matter of fact, if this was Friday in the morning, I'd be looking at buying the dip. But since we had the weekend, there could be some catalysts over the weekend. We'll wait until Sunday night in futures to see what happens. Right now, it does look like sort of like an inverted head and shoulders. We'll see if we get this nice V recovery into the end of the year. It would look like something like this, okay? We've already made that all-time high just this past week on the ES futures, and now we're just kind of digesting that entire move. Over here on the right-hand side, this is the bigger picture. This also has some notes with it. And let's go ahead and read those notes really quick, and then I'll describe those to you. So the SPY, the daily candle moved down into an inside and up. Inside and up video is on my YouTube channel. Please watch it. It's 3 minutes long. It can improve your trading, no doubt about it. And very close to the lower edge, that is our trendy edge or support. So we have a higher probability suggesting that a bounce on Sunday night, our resistance remains 464.50. Market needs a bullish catalyst to push through the upper cloud. The upper cloud that I am referring to, folks, is the daily. The daily is underneath some resistance. The weekly is at its support. First, we need to push up at or around over those levels of 464.50. Let's go ahead and move on into the Qs. Right here. All right, so starting on your left, we have weekly, daily, and then we have TradingView right here. Let's start with the left. What's happened so far? Well, we did close underneath the 9 EMA on the weekly. Notice the last 2 weeks have done the same thing, but then we have pushed to higher prices. The issue that we're having is we're not making higher highs and then using that resistance as a base. That resistance keeps smacking us in the face. We come down into the support, and really we're just range bound. And that's exactly what I'm seeing for now, unless we can start to break over that 399.5. Over here on the daily, again, we're underneath the cloud, folks. That is going to be resistance until it's not. All right, jot down these levels. I'm also going to pin this underneath the tweet that I push out, okay, just so you have a reference point. I want you to see just how amazing the trendy levels are. Over here on the right-hand side, I have something that I've written out here. Qs, momentum has gone from green to white to red. That is the candle color that you're going to see on my screen. That usually leads to more of a sell-off. Under the daily cloud and underneath my edge. So that should have been support. It's not right now. It's resistance. but we still have a future lower edge. See that purple line right there? And as long as we are staying above that 381.34, we could be finding a bottom here and looking for an end of year ramp, at least back up towards the 395 to 400 level. The year is strong, but the immediate trend has been lethargic. Basically, what I'm saying is, as long as you're underneath the daily cloud, be careful, take profits when you see them. Try to focus on the bigger picture, meaning, are we taking out these lows down here? And if not, I do believe that we start to round out and start to push up. I also want you to keep in the back of your head that we do have earnings around the corner into the new year. So keep those on watch, understand what's going to happen. You'll have the banks come up, some more names. And as we start to get closer to that, things will start to lead maybe into a rally into that next quarter. Okay? All right, going into DIA, I'm going to make this really short for you guys. Again, just going to remind you, please go to the last videos and find out how we trade this neutral strategy, because it is one of a kind. We use supply and demand, Fibonacci's, all this stuff synergistically coming together for one of the highest probability trades out there, and it's very easy to understand. The DIA, a little bit different than the rest of them. Matter of fact, I think it looks pretty strong where it's sitting right now. But again, it's just right there at the weekly cloud. We need to be above this cloud. That's it. Over here on the daily, we're underneath the cloud. We need to get above that cloud. We're in resistance. It's choppy until proven otherwise. Same look here. Almost looks like an inverted head and shoulders. We'll see. Okay. Over here on the right-hand side, I do have some notes. DIA, price moved into the inside and down. All right, this is supply or resistance, and it was rejected as we expected. I did showcase this also last week and told you what I was looking for. We have a gap fill in the green circle down below, that green circle right there. It's at or around the 347.81 area, okay? So this is an inside and up, this is an inside and down. This is our range for now. We're stuck, we're sideways. If one of these green or red boxes break, then we'll actually get some real trend going, okay? Overall sentiment, everything looks pretty sideways, under resistance, and so therefore be careful. If you try to buy the bounces, make sure you're taking profits pretty quickly. All right, let's go ahead and look at the IWM. All right, so the IWM, same thing, you know, things look about the same. It's been pretty boring this year. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks down. Got an inside week. I was looking for a projected inside and up, but guess what? It closed as an inside and down, unfortunately. So the inside and down typically says, hey, we're going to continue further down. However, since we're becoming close to the year, there's a lot of stuff going on. You never know. We could round out here, get a nice little flush, and then we round out and start pushing up towards 226, 230 again. That can definitely happen. But guess what? We have a neutral strategy. No reason to speculate. Let's just follow the levels. If this, then that. Okay, if price breaks over 219.23, I'm long. If price breaks down below 214, I'm short. Everything above there is resistance. Everything down here is support. Over to the right-hand side, same thing. We are underneath the cloud. Every time price is pushed up into the cloud, it has been the best risk to reward for a put position. Listen to me. The best time to buy puts is when the trend is down and price is pushing into the cloud, not when we're out of the cloud and price is pushing down. Let me give you an example. Let's say we open up tomorrow and price pushes down. I'm not buying puts here, folks. I'm buying puts when price pushes back into the cloud. This is my best risk to reward on that put position. Okay. Notice here that from inside and down, we went all the way to the potential, inside and up, and we're just kind of hanging out still in the green box. So for IWM, as long as this bottom level holds around 211, then I'm looking for it to round out and at least try to make its move back up towards 219 to 222 this week. But again, please follow the neutral strategy. Watch those levels. Again, I'm going to give you a copy of these charts so you can see them and see how great they work. They work great last week, the week before, the week before. I've been doing this for 5 years. The overall success rate in this is high, very high. You just stick to the rules. And if you want to learn more about those rules, go back to some past videos, but also come visit us at trendytrading.co. We have the most amazing Christmas sale going on right now, folks. Typical membership here is $179 a month. We are literally have an annual out there for $799. That's amazing. You get to become part of the community and at a daily average rate of X amount of money or per week, it's really worth it. This is an education-based service. I'm the only service out there that uses brokerage trades that are sent from my API right into my trading room within milliseconds to show you what transparency looks like. There are no hidden agendas here. What I'm trying to do is teach you how to be consistent. Please come check us out. I really appreciate you. And if you want to learn more about the other part of BMA, like the skew, the P-call, TLT, the dollar, please come to the room. You could try us on a trial as well. You're going to see all this in the room before Monday starts. So I can't wait to see you. Let's have fun next week trading together. Have a great weekend.